Ready when you are, CB. Do I start in Canada or Mexico?
We didn't do Animal
Are
Kingdom.
we really AKA this?
From New York, Dillos Diz Live, starring Frank and Jen Dillo. This is Mr. Snidillo in studio along with music by Matt Harvey, inviting you to join the Dillos and their guests while they tangent and wax nostalgic. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's Frank and Jen.
Well, good evening. Hey, howdy, hey, and hi on our YouTube channel. It's Tuesday night, May the 14th.
I didn't send out a warning to everyone today that it was the 14th.
14th, everybody.
You
can't get into that.
No, I used to like to tell everyone when it was the 14th, just to say it.
The 14th. Here we are, Tuesday night. We're doing a little theme park Thursday tease here for about 10 to 15 minutes before we take our recording over to dillosdizresort.com. That, of course, is our Patreon with memberships beginning as low as $1 per month. dillosdizresort.com. We'll be recording this Thursday's episode of Theme Park Thursday over there this evening. Of course, you can join for free at dillosdizresort.com and partake in hashtag Dillos Madness now in its third historic month. Last week, we did round one. In March, when the madness usually happens, we gathered all the stories. In April, we set up all the brackets. In May, it's the first round of hashtag Dillos Madness. And those have been decided. We'll get those updated at the resort this week so everyone knows what's coming next. And by August, we will be done.
You never know. Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year. So, yes, we are going over to dillosdizresort.com for this week's recording. Is there something like, there's like a flag on my shoulder? I just realized I have a new shirt from.
What's that? What is it?
So, it's
fancy.
off tonight. Very popular joint in Texas, as
Very
it were.
Fancy.
So, still noticing the features here as I wear it live. Tonight, we with a surprise to no one, we have a bit of a chat episode. We have we want to kind of focus on a couple of things. Obviously, there's a lot of Tiana news that's going to be happening, which started Sunday morning. And little by little, we're getting more and more information as we lead up to the June 28th opening of Tiana's Bayou Adventure. So we'll focus on that a little bit. We have then what will likely take a good portion of the podcast because ever since we talked to Matt at Mom and Pop Collectibles last week, we get a little antsy to know where's all our stuff. Where's the stuff?
Where is it?
So we were at Mama and Papa Dillos over the weekend, where we recorded a lot of audio for hashtag Dillos Madness, which the paying guests of dillosdizresort.com got to hear. That's about 15 minutes or so of additional content, them providing what they recollect about the stories involving hashtag Dillos Madness. I'm still not convinced that we were not at that hotel in the airport when we missed the flight after staying for the great movie ride. Because I was like, oh, I didn't really say the hotel in the airport. It made it sound like we were sitting at the gate like.
No, I think I did, though. Listen, normally we all rely on your memory. We trust you with dates and all the memory things. However, none of us can match up this story. None of us go, oh, yeah, maybe. No. All of us feel like it was an off the airport hotel.
I don't believe it. But listen, I will argue with Mama Dillo and Papa Dillo's sister until the cows come home. That they took me to see Star Wars for the first time at the Great Neck Movie Theater on Lakeville Road, or Middle Neck Road, I guess it becomes up there on Long Island, and not over in Glen Oaks, which is not there anymore. But no way. I was at Glen Oaks, 100%. I was 2.5. I remember.
I mean, once again, 2 verse 1 and 2 verse a 2.5-year-old. I don't know.
Worst memory. I remember it. Well, we have kind of an extension. I know Jen has some items, but I yesterday, because this is what we do twice a year, is there's some air conditioner movements that happen. Come on, Papa Dillo.
Story for another time.
Yeah, and so this year, it was the air conditioner for Papa Dillo was in my storage unit.
Uh-huh.
So I had to recover that yesterday, which then I bring a trash bag along, and is this receipt from 1996? I can throw that out.
Can you? It depends on where it was from.
It depends.
Depends on the story. Is it a Sam Goody receipt? Is it something that is defunct? I mean, then you have to keep it forever.
There's parameters. Then, as I kind of teased on our Facebooks and our Instagrams, we're on the Facebooks and the X Twitters right now. So hello, good evening, hi.
Hello. Hi.
I teased. I found, because Jen was like, when you go to the storage unit on Monday, just start with pressing record and just whatever happens.
Exactly.
Did I remember that? No. Remember that? No. So
I asked you for one thing.
So I found 2 things, and once I found the second thing, I was like, I gotta stop, and I gotta bring it home, and we gotta talk about it, because I found 2 items that I was like, oh. So one was an all new Mickey Mouse Club button that was clearly bought at #AlwaysMGM. That's on our Instas right now. We'll share that over Instas.
On the Insters.
It's on the Insters. It's on the gram. And then
hologram.
The second thing is this bad boy right here. Is my Universal Studios Escape, the Reflection VIP Tours Manual. I have been looking for this since the beginning of the podcast.
Steffers, you see that? I see you in the chat, Steffers.
Yeah, Steffers. I'm going to pose a challenge to you on this week's podcast when we record over at DillosDizResort.com. I mean, maybe we'll share that link with you if you want to come over and talk about it.
Oh,
well, we'll invite you.
Interesting,
tonight,
Steffers.
if you're at the ready, Steffers. If you're ready for some of it now, come on over. So my VIP Tours Manual, I've been looking for this forever. Eventually, I'm sure I know Steffers' birthday, her big 3-0 is next year. So
I
feel like I have a gift at the ready right here. So that was the first item that will probably take, since I'm going to Universal Studios imminently, it all ties in, since that is the next big trip that's coming up. As the family here in Queens will be heading out to Universal Studios. And so that is the big portion of that. And then, as I mentioned, the button was found in this here box. This Rudolph, whatever was in this box, is not in this box, of course. But there's many trinkets and things in here. And once I pulled out that Mickey Mouse Club, I was like, oh, look how much is down here. We have to talk about what's in
treasure trove. What's in the box? And what originally came in that?
It was like a Rudolph, and the Island of Misfit Toys Have a Holly Jolly Christmas. This might be the snowman that I still have, I believe.
I was going to say, because whatever came in that box, you have to find, and then whatever that toy ties to, you have to find.
Yeah, I have to see if it's the same thing that I still have of the snowman. Silver and gold, silver. But it was bought at Disney, because there is a price tag at Disney on the back. Yeah. It doesn't make sense. What? This is not Disney. What are you doing? I digress. So we'll be diving into that box. But if Steffers wants to come over to the resort, for a little while and talk about my VIP tour manual, she's more
Yeah.
than welcome. Let us know, Steffers.
Yes, she said she's in. She said,
Oh.
say when. We're saying when, Steffers.
When? Now. In 5 minutes. Jen, is there? You claimed you were going to bring in some items? Do you have items, or are you relying on my items?
Oh, I have a couple of items, but for the pod,
For the pod.
For the pod.
So that's the big thing. But what we do want to talk about before we head over to DillosDizResort.com for the podcast recording is on the evening of Theme Park Thursday. We will be here on our YouTube channel, and regarding that, we have breaking news.
Extra breaking news.
Turn that kid around. Anyway,
It'll be ridiculous every time.
So it's been 2 years. 2 years since Genevieve Goings has been a guest with us in the long form process. She made a cameo on our 300th episode because she's Genevieve and she's awesome.
Yes.
So she has a new ebook that dropped today. So go like her on the Facebook and the Instas and the whole thing.
Yes.
Ebook about breaking into Hollywood, and especially for the kids. For the kids. And we were like, "What? There's an ebook coming out this week?" And we're not planners, so we're like, "We're not gonna get her quick." Like, Genevieve, when are we gonna talk about it? She's like, "When you guys are ready, let's go." So I want to keep in mind Genevieve, who was nominated for a Grammy.
Yeah.
In 2017, 2018, and 2019.
Yeah.
Then we had her on as a guest in 2021 and 22. No nomination. Last year, she wins the Grammy in 23. So I'm a little hesitant.
Oh, don't ruin her. God. Oh, no.
But Jen, I think there's one other element you want to talk about that breaking.
Are we revealing that here right now?
I don't have to reveal it. Do you want to reveal it?
Do you want to reveal it?
Or do you want? I don't know if we gotta have to put up the link and everything, but it's up to you. We don't have to say anything right now.
No.
It's a surprise.
But it's good.
It's good.
It's good.
If I show this graphic real quick.
Oh.
It's a tease. It is a Theme Park Thursday tease. So not only are we teasing the podcast for Thursday morning, we're teasing the recording we'll do here on Thursday evening at 8:30 Eastern time. Genevieve will be here talking about the Grammy and the book and the whole thing. And Sesame Place is coming up in June. So we'll definitely do a Sesame element.
This month marks 2 years since I met her in person, which is insane that it was 2 years ago.
What is time?
What is time?
But that is happening Thursday evening, 8:30 p.m. right here on our YouTube channel. Looking forward to that. Always a fun time with Genevieve, the nicest person in the world.
In the world, no joke. Also, I will say, you know what? Maybe because we're getting some hullabaloo in the chat for going, should we tell them? No, we're not going to tell them. So here's what I'll say. Maybe we tell the guests of Dillos' Resort before the podcast begins. Maybe we'll reveal it there. That's all.
Okay. So you don't want me to start the podcast proper when I go over and you want to jump in and then announce it and then start the podcast.
Sure.
All right. That's what we're going to do. But that's going to wrap things up here publicly on the YouTube channel. Go to DillosDizResort.com. Join. You can join for free. We're okay with that.
Yeah.
Get in on the madness.
Yeah.
Or pay $1 a month. Get into Discord. Find out when we're recording all this stuff. It's just that simple. $12 a year will get you there.
Boom.
That's all we're saying. Breaking news in a little while. Oh yeah, we didn't really break. I mean, we broke the news about the live stream. Come on.
Genevieve will be here. There's just more to the story.
But wait, there's more. And we're going to talk about it over at DillosDizResort.com. So we'll see you over there imminently. Until next time, she's Jen. I'm Frank. Bye-bye.
Deuces.